All right, we are live on YouTube. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join me here today. I know it has been a while since I've put out a piece of content out here, but I'm going to catch you all up on what's been going on with myself, my lady, the channels, and all of that. So stick around. Before we get to all of that, I need to make sure that everything is rolling smoothly since I haven't done this in quite some time. So let me wait up for that because there is I still have that 1 minute delay running. And until that goes through, it's not going to go out to YouTube. Okay, so now it's going out to YouTube. Let me check out the back end of YouTube first of all and make sure that everything is rolling smoothly. Oops. I screwed up. Okay, I screwed up on something. I forgot to switch the stream from unlisted to public. Oh, I screwed that up. Okay, now the notification has gone out, and now I'm actually live on YouTube to everybody. See, I haven't done this in quite some time. Give me just a second here, folks. Oh, man. Okay, and I think we are all set to go right now. We are good to go. All right, there we go. All right, welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm not going to be on too terribly long because I'm going to be getting out there in a little bit when the rain stops here in a few hours to go do some more door dashing and working my side hustle, the side hustle my lady and I have been doing. And I'm going to be updating you folks on how that's been going. And also many, many other things. Hey, Sandra Palacio is in the house. How are you doing, Sandra? Let me make sure the audio sounds good. It's been a while. Let's see. I'm actually live on YouTube to everybody. See, I haven't done this in quite some time. Give me just a second here, folks. All right, we're good. We're all good in the hood. We're all good in the hood. Got 8 people here already, 5 likes. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, Sandra, everything is going very well with the door dashing, and I'm going to be sharing some stats off the top of my head here in just a little bit, and then on the main channel, Coach Eli, Elias Melas, I'm going to be creating some videos to actually show what's been going on through the door dashing thing, and that's what I'm going to be focusing a lot of my time on regarding the main channel. 10 people in the box. Thank you so much for being here, folks. It is 5:13 p.m. Eastern Time, 2:13 p.m. Pacific Time. Sandra says, raining and windy today. Been without electricity for 3 days. Yeah, we were in the same boat here in Redwood City, California, which is not too far from the South Bay, the San Jose area where you're at. And I'm going to share what happened last week when we got these storms. If you haven't heard, folks, we've been getting some incredible rain here in the San Francisco Bay Area where my lady and I live, and Sandra Palacio lives in the Bay Area as well. I mean, last week, I think it was about a week and a half ago or so, for a couple of days, we had just non-stop pouring showers of rain that completely saturated, the ground. And, when that happens, the trees, the roots of the trees have nothing to hold on to. The soil is what they hold on to. And when that gets weakened by tons and tons and tons and tons of water, trees are more likely to fall. And 15 in the box, thank you so much for being here. People are wondering, hey, what's been going on with Coach Eli and his lady? And there's my lady there. Hey, babe, how you doing? She's in the other room. Wow, this is great. Nice turnout today so far. So yeah, we've been getting a ton of rain here in the Bay Area. This is like the worst storm that we've had in about 20 years. It hasn't gotten this bad in about 20 years. And so what happened about a week and a half ago, in the area where my lady and I live, we had a tree fall on, one of the power lines and took out the power pole. And so basically we were without power for about 2 days. And so that was, that was horrible. And then the power came back on. They made a temporary fix where they restored the power. They fixed the line that was split. But they needed to get a new pole to do a permanent fix. So for a few days, the power line was on the street. And every time we would drive, out of my area, we would be driving over, the power line. Now, it's a rubber thing that they put over it and it was safe and all that. But I mean, who really wants to drive over a power line, regardless of how many safety measures, our electric company out here, PG&E, Pacific Gas and Electric Company, has taken to, make it safe, right? But, they needed to, get the power on temporarily until they can do a permanent fix. So the power came back on, and then my fiber internet wasn't working. And so, I tried restarting the modem, and I did all that, and I couldn't get it to work. So I called AT&T. Well, I actually used the app, and I set up an appointment. And AT&T, it was interesting. Like, this was last week on, I can't remember what day it was. I think it was like Tuesday or Wednesday. I called AT&T. Actually, I think it was Friday. I think it was like Friday. I got on the app on Friday night, and there was an appointment available for the next morning between 8 and 12. And AT&T called me that morning and told me that the same power, the same tree that knocked out the power line also knocked out and split the fiber line. And it's going to probably take 2 or 3 days to fix it, because the way fiber internet works, you can't replace a fiber line in the same ways that you replace a copper wire line. Remember the old copper wires we used to use for landline phones? If anything happened, where they split, they could just put that back together right away, right? But when it comes to fiber, they have to replace the whole strip. So, for example, if you have, 500 feet or 1,000 feet of a fiber line, right? From the beginning of that 1,000 feet to the end of that 1,000 feet, if it gets split in the middle there, you can't just patch that up. You have to replace an entire 1,000-foot piece of fiber. That's just the way it works. So I was driving around the neighborhood, and I had to take some detours, to get out of my place than the normal way, because the normal way was blocked where the power pole fell down. And I saw a couple AT&T trucks, and I stopped and talked with this really nice AT&T technician. And he was telling me, we're replacing this whole long piece, and hopefully we'll get it done in a couple of days or so. He was really nice and sorry about it. I said, no worries, man. Things happen. And he was also telling me that he lives in San Francisco, and he's like, fiber's available there, except I'm the only house that it's not available at yet. And he goes, I'm on the old, copper wire internet. And I go, that sucks, man. Hopefully they'll take care of that for you, because I'll tell you this, once you get fiber in your area, you just don't want to go back. It's just, you just can't live without fiber internet. But here's the thing. Here is the interesting thing. So the internet came back a couple of nights ago. We had our power back for a few days. The internet came back, right? And then next thing you know, the internet came back couple nights ago in the evening. And then later on that night, overnight, while my lady and I were sleeping, the power went out again. And then PG&E, our electric company, Pacific Gas and Electric Company, was saying that, power was not going to be available for 2 days. Well, they ended up restoring the power the very next afternoon. It was restored. And, ever since now, I think that was yesterday, if I remember correctly, I think it was yesterday. My lady can remind me. I'm just losing track of my days. Power came back. yesterday. That's right. And the internet was working, and everything is working fine. So that's one of the reasons why you haven't seen me do any streams from the studio. Now, even though the power was out, I still could have, streamed from mobile. But there's another reason why I haven't been streaming from mobile, and that's because I've been out there really hustling with DoorDash. Because like I've said, during many of my other streams over the past couple of months, past couple of weeks or so, 2-3 weeks, that, my lady and I had a bunch of unexpected bills, and we needed to do this side hustle to bring in a little extra money for a few months to catch up, right? So I've been more and more focused, on the side hustle and doing DoorDash. But I will tell you this, I'm really glad I've been doing the DoorDash thing, because I have learned so much about the topic I'm going to be discussing here today. And the topic is why prices have gone up on everything, plus updates, which I'm already starting the updates, but I'm going to share why prices have gone up on everything. I'm realizing this. I'm just really seeing a lot of how things have changed in our economy because of DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, and all these delivery services. They are the culprits of why prices have gone up. Nobody's talking about this, but I'm going to talk about this today. Maybe some other people have kind of talked about it, but I haven't heard anything about it. But I'm going to share with you folks today why I feel prices have gone up on everything. I'm talking about food. I'm talking about other items that you would, get from Amazon, like, everyday household type of items. Folks, the cost and inflation has gone up. People have been complaining about inflation going up faster than minimum wage, which is true, right? But there's a reason for it. It has to do with these delivery services. And I'm going to get to that in just a second. Let me read the chat here real quick and catch that up. 16 in the box, 7 likes. Thank you so much for being here, folks. Before I read the chat, if you folks would like to, help my lady out and I a little bit, and you want to donate to support the channel here, you could do so in one of many ways. You can go to the bottom of the chat and hit the super chat or super sticker. You can also, on the pre-recorded videos or live stream replays, once YouTube finishes processing them, you can hit the super thanks on pre-recorded videos. You'll see a little heart below the title that says thanks in the middle. That's the super thanks. And you can send a paid highlighted message in the comments section and show your support that way. Or you can also donate via Cash App or PayPal. Nightbot's been sharing my Cash App and PayPal links every 7 minutes in the chat. Or on PayPal, just go to paypal.me/Coach Eli. On Cash App, you can go to $The Real Coach Eli. And as always, donations are greatly appreciated, but they are not required. And I want to pay a special thank you. I'm not going to mention who this is or the amount, but a wonderful, wonderful supporter of this channel. Earlier on in the week, I believe it was 3 or 4 days ago, sent another very generous donation. And I want to keep a lot of this stuff private because some things just don't need to be mentioned. But we thank you. We're very grateful and thankful for your support, and it has helped out. I'm one that's not afraid to swallow my pride and be grateful and thankful to the people that have supported my lady and I through our journey here. Sometimes in life, unexpected things come up, and you just have to do what you have to do. And then there are people out there that are like angels. And there are a few people that have been supporting us that are like angels. And while we greatly appreciate everyone, we love everyone here, we want to pay an extra special thank you to those people that, are throwing in a ton of their money to support good, creators like us. And we appreciate that. Thank you so much. And by the way, Holly, we have some things we're going to be sending out to you. I'm going to take care of that next week. We just been very, very busy. I'll share more about that in a few here. Same with you, Sandra. You are the first runner-up in the most positive person competition that we had, last month. So you will be getting something. And then Tam Tam was the second runner-up, and we got to find a way to get her something, because maybe we'll do it over the internet, because she lives, I believe, in Australia. But to you, Holly and Sandra, since you are in the U.S., we will be shipping you folks out some great things. And we just want you to know that we haven't forgotten. There's just been a lot of crazy things happening, with us working our side hustle to catch up on some bills. Plus the weather has been insane, power outages and all that stuff. So we just want you to know that we haven't forgotten about you despite what's happened. So thank you for all of that. Let's see here. Senator, let's see. I already got that. Sandra says, hey, RMP, that's my lady. My lady respectfully, maturely, and professionally says, Sandra, my love. Sandra Palacio says, we had a couple of trees down on our street, blocked the roads. Should have electricity tonight, so they say. Well, hopefully PG&E is getting on it. They actually, it was interesting yesterday. It was yesterday when they were, finalizing, putting up the new power pole. And doing a permanent fix on our issue here in my area. I saw a few trucks that drove by that said Rocky Mountain Power. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Like PG&E, when they have these, crazy storms and they don't have enough people to take care of the issues, they, outsource, some of their, business to other power companies. And Rocky Mountain Power, you got to assume they're from the Rocky Mountains, right? What, Colorado? So we had Rocky Mountain Power Company out here helping us out. Thank you, Rocky Mountain Power. You're helping out PG&E. That's very overwhelmed. PG&E is Pacific Gas and Electric Company. So yeah, so that was cool. Hopefully they'll have you back on, Sandra. And my lady and I, we have. Folks, you always want to have power banks, okay? And if you don't have power banks, you can go on Amazon and literally for like $30 or $40 at the most, or even cheaper, you can get 26,800 or 30,000 milliamp power banks, or even 50,000 milliamp power banks. My lady and I have three 26,800 milliamp power banks. And each one of those power banks at 26,800 milliamps can fully charge either one of our phones up to 5 times. So we had enough power to fully charge our phones 15 times, right? And then when I would, go door dashing, we'd plug it in the car. I've got fast chargers in the car. But in these situations, folks, you got to be prepared. You got to have your battery backups. So hopefully you have some power banks, Sandra, because you're here right now. Or you're somewhere else temporarily with power. Thank you for being here regardless. We love you. We have a lot of love for you. All right. Let's see. Coach Yeram is here. I see you at the bottom there. I'll get to you in a second, man. Holly's Haunts and Happenings. Hey, Eli and everyone. I am here just listening. Welcome to the show. Yeah, I'm scheduled to dash in 1 hour, so I got to be done here within 20 to 30 minutes. So we're gonna get a move on this. My lady respectfully, maturely, and professionally says, hey, Holly. Let's see. Holly says, or fiber in your diet. Well, yeah, I've been getting more fiber in my diet, and it's helping me poop more properly. So thank you for bringing that up, Holly. It's great to see you here. Respectfully, maturely, and professionally, my lady says, LMAO, Holly. Sandra Palacio says, hi, Holly. Holly says, hey, Sandra. Holly says, you look comfortable today, Eli, very relaxed. Well, the bills are getting paid, and I'll share more about that in a second. My lady and I have everything figured out. And Holly, you've been a big part of it. And you've been a great friend behind the scenes to my lady. And we both have a lot of love and respect for you. Same with you, Sandra. Also, I'll share with you folks, it's going to just blow your mind. Things are going very well with the side hustle, and they keep getting better every day. So I'll get to that in just a second. Let's see. Coach Aram, hey, welcome back. Hey, welcome back, bro. How you doing, man? I will be back. I'll be back more regularly next week. And I'll explain more about that in a second when I get to the bottom of the chat. But great to see you here, Coach Aram. Hope all is well with you and your wife and your families. Hopefully you are bringing in the new year on a great note. I know you're still on that venture helping that couple for 3 months. How's that going, man? Coach Aram furthermore says you can buy a generator for $200 that will run a fridge, lamp, and TV. I got to look into that. Maybe I can. Is that on Amazon? Holly's Hauntings and Happenings says, yes, Rom, my hubby has one. I got to get one of those then. Shit, why don't I have one of those? Man. By the way, folks, also today, YouTube started, if you're a part of the YouTube Partner Program, you're going to start getting the new contract, the new agreement that you have to sign to continue being a part of the YouTube Partner Program. My main, we have 2 monetized channels here. Coach Eli, Elias, Melas. My main channel is monetized at, youtube.com/Life Coach Eli. And they already processed that through on my main channel. So I was able to go in and sign the new contract, well, digitally sign it, right? And it's all good to go. But they haven't put it through on this channel here, Coach Eli 2. Probably over the next few days or later today, I'll have the option to do that. And it's real simple. If you're in the YouTube Partner Program, don't freak out. Just go through, read the terms. I mean, for the most part, it's pretty much the same thing. They're just adding in the shorts. What's interesting, what's great, this is great news, folks, for creators. Starting February 1st, 2023, literally in about 2 weeks from now, well, maybe 3 weeks, YouTube is going to start monetizing shorts. So that is going to be another awesome revenue stream. And I'll tell you, that's where it's at right now. I'm going to be creating a lot more YouTube shorts on the main channel. Primarily about DoorDash and, the gig economy stuff that I'm going to be working on and helping people learn more about. My lady, hey, baby.
Hi, guys.
Baby, we are back.
We are back.
We're back and what? Better than ever?
Better than ever. Back in action. Watch out.
My lady hasn't dumped me yet.
Yes.
She says yet. No, we're just having fun. We're having a lot of fun. It's all good. So anyway, let me get right to it here. Here's what's going on. My lady and I over the next few days, we're going to be renting a small U-Haul. Babe, can you close that door, please? Hold on. I will mention that. Yes. My lady reminded me of a very important announcement to make. I will get to that in just a little bit. Something wonderful has finally happened in the community that we're associated with out here, and it's involving one of our moderators. We'll mention that in a few. But my lady and I, over the next couple of days, we're going to be renting a U-Haul, and we're going to be going down to her, former place and getting the last few items. She's got a big 70-inch, like 70 or 80-inch 4K TV. She's got a nice lounge chair, and she's got her mattress. And so we're going to rent one of those U-Haul vans. And we don't need a full U-Haul truck because it's not a whole lot of stuff. And the U-Haul vans are basically much cheaper to operate. They're much cheaper to operate, and they get better gas mileage, and the per mile rate is better on them. So we're going to be taking care of that over the next couple of days. And then basically all we're going to do is just, mop the floors, vacuum, and she's going to be totally out of there. So we will no longer have to pay rent in 2 places. After like the 15th of this month. And that's why I've been working the side hustle to bring in extra money, and her and I have been doing it together. And, it's been great. It's been great. And Holly's saying, Eli, you look relaxed. You You look a lot better. I feel a lot better. Yes, because I'm gonna tell you, when it comes to being a man, one of the main things that makes or breaks a man is his financial situation and financial responsibility. And like with the unexpected, bills that my lady and I had towards towards the end of last year, and then this move and all that. It was really stressful. But I will tell you this DoorDash experience keeps on getting better, and it's been very, very lucrative. And I'll share more about that in a second here. Give me just a second here. Give me just a second here. So that's one thing. And again, once we're done with that baby, then we're home free. We don't have to pay double. We don't have to pay double rent anymore. Double rent / mortgage, however you want to call it, and yeah, it's all good in the hood. So it's all good in the hood. You feeling feeling better?
I feel great.
Yeah.
You feel great.
I feel phenomenal.
I'm feeding off your energy because you're in a much better mood today.
Why does everyone feed off my energy? You and Holly and Sandra and all these. Is it like I'm just some random dude?
I mean, you mean something to all of us. You mean a lot to me, obviously.
Uh-huh.
And you're their friends, and so you mean something. And when you're in a negative state, we feel that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
You're positive, we're positive.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Well, let me get back on this baby because I've got about 23 minutes left, and then we gotta, I gotta get rolling. Coach Aram says her contract doesn't require her to paint before leaving. It's a common clause in the Midwest. No, her landlord is a good longtime friend of hers, and basically, it's his house, and she's been renting the in-law unit in the back. It's almost kind of like a duplex, but not really. It's like an in-law unit that's separate from the house, has its own door and all that. It's about maybe 600-700 square feet, and yeah, no, I mean, honestly, his place needs a lot of work, and the living conditions weren't. I wouldn't say they weren't livable there. They were okay, but it's like he's gonna have a difficult time renting that place, and he had a difficult time even trying to find someone when my lady had initially moved in there years ago. But the rent was very affordable and cheaper there. But even with cheaper rent, when you're paying double rent, it's costly. So no, she doesn't have to do any of that, and it doesn't really even need painting. It just needs to be mopped and vacuumed, and that is that. So no, he's a really, really good guy, and trust me. There, and here's the thing: there's no contract. Like honestly, if we wanted to screw this guy and not pay him, we could screw him and not pay him. So, and he wouldn't have a leg to stand on. But see, my lady and I were not those types of people where, we don't take advantage of people, right? Contractor or not, she was there, and we're going to pay the guy. He's a good dude. He's a really good dude. And you know what? He's been helpful to us, and we're going to take care of him too. So Coach Aaron says that makes sense. I thought maybe Callie didn't have that clause. No, basically what happens when you rent out here, Coach J-Rom, you typically will pay at least first month's rent and a security deposit. Some places require you to pay first and last month's rent, but it's at least first month's rent and a security deposit. And basically, if it needs to be painted or anything else, they will take it out of your security deposit. And if the security deposit isn't enough, then they'll bill you for the rest. So that's how it works out here. But with this situation, like I said, it's a friend, no contract. There was no first and last month's rent. Well, there's first month's rent. Obviously, you pay it when you move in, right? But there's no security deposit or last month's rent here. So all in all, it wasn't a bad deal there. Anyway, so 21 in the box. Thank you so much for being here, folks. Please smash that thumbs up and share this out. Now, as far as DoorDash goes, I want to share with you folks more of what's coming on the main channel through YouTube Shorts. Hey, Lewis Fuller. Good afternoon, Eli. How you doing, bro? I know you went live earlier. I got to catch your replay, bro. I've been just really, really super, super swamped, man. But thank you so much for being here, bro. My lady says the place was shit when I moved in, so you can't expect much. And there wasn't a lease or rental agreement, right? Even without that, look, we're good people, all right? And see, my lady and I believe in good karma. When you take care of others, people take care of you, right? Now, that's the way it should be, agreement or not. Like if you use someone's service or, place or whatever, you should pay them. In your heart and soul, you should know you have to pay them. My lady says, hey, Lewis, respectfully, maturely, and professionally says, hey, Lewis. So, here's the thing. I've been, I'm just gonna actually, I'm not gonna show this on the screen, but I want to read from this. Oh, wow. They added peak pay tonight, plus $250 from 5 to 9. Ho ho! Thank you. More money coming tonight. Thank you, DoorDash. They have promotions and they just added them. So my lady's going to hear that, plus $250 extra per order. It adds up. I'll tell you, it adds up. So let's see here. Today is January 11th, 2023. I'm going to share with you folks here. A lot of people have been complaining that there's no money to be made on DoorDash. A lot of people are saying that, you can't cherry pick your orders and now your acceptance rate matters. And if your acceptance rate is under 50%, you get crappy orders, right? And so it does, acceptance rate does make a difference. But here's what I've learned. When you first start being a DoorDasher, you're going to get crappy orders. And you've got to take those orders to bring your acceptance rate above 50%. And then when you're above 50%, you get priority access to higher paying orders, right? And you need to have a 4.7 customer rating. Mine is 4.92. I have 22 5-star ratings and 1 3-star rating. I don't know why I got a 3-star rating. I've done a good job on every one of them. But anyway, that is what it is. You need to have a 4.7 customer rating, and you need to have, at least 50% acceptance rate, to get priority access, to be prioritized for higher paying orders. But if you're over 70% acceptance rate, you get first priority. You get first priority on higher paying orders. My acceptance rate right now is 91%. Oh, my customer rating went down a little bit. So I got a 4-star rating. Okay, so I'm 4.88. Okay, well, that's cool. 4-star rating. Okay, whatever, right? So I'm a 4.88. I was at 4.92. Still good. 91% acceptance rate, 100% completion rate. Okay. And so I've been getting all the great orders over the last couple of weeks. When I first started, okay, with the week of December 12th to December 18th, I made $136.82. The week of December 19th through the 25th, let's say we made $312.06, right? but we got our acceptance rate up there to 90 plus, right? Then December 26th through January 1st, things started really, really taking off. And we made $532.80. Let's see. Yeah, I'll talk about the mileage thing as well, Coach J-Rom. I will, because I don't plan on doing this as hard as I'm doing it now all the time in the future. Just for right now, we needed the extra money. I'll explain more about that in a bit because maintenance does matter. January 2nd through January 8th, we worked 1 day less because of, the storms and all that than we did the week before, and we still made $521.41. And after 2 days, January 9th through the 15th, which is 2 days, January 9th and 10th, after 2 days, we made $264.75 already, right? Now, you have to also understand that we also use Uber Eats, and I've been, getting orders on Uber Eats. And so we've been bringing in at least another $100 to $200 a week on Uber Eats. So we're looking at right now, we're probably on average around the $600 to $650 per week level doing this. I would say we do it about 40 hours a week. Okay? But the more and more they trust you, the more and more they start to offer you programs for larger deliveries like catering jobs and pizza deliveries and stuff like that. So all I'm telling people is that, take the crappy orders at first. Okay? Take the crappy orders so you build your credibility for the first couple of weeks. And then after that, you're going to start getting 9 out of 10 high-paying orders. That's what's happening. 9 out of 10 orders are high priority. Are priority orders with higher pay, right? Meaning that they have nice tips on them, right? So that is that. Let me see here. Give me a second here. Huh. Okay, we're good there. What else was I going to say? I was going to say something else. Well, let me just read what Coach J-Rom said there. First of all, Lewis says, I'm doing good. I will be going live tomorrow morning. My live stream didn't go so well because my internet connection was pure crap. Sorry to hear that, Lewis. I thought you got your extender back and working, bro. What's going on with that? Coach J-Rom says, have you calculated for more maintenance and you car sooner? I mean, you'll be putting a bunch more miles and we'll need oil changes sooner. It would be curious to see what the actual profit margin is. Yeah, so my oil life after 5 weeks since I got an oil change is already at 60%, or like a month and a half. Yeah, so I totally understand that. I totally get that. And initially, Coach J-Rom, I had to do longer distance deliveries to get my acceptance rate up. But now, on average, on an 8-hour shift, I'm driving about... Baby, what's that? What's that, babe? Okay. On average now, I'm driving anywhere from 50 to 75 miles a day, which is not a whole lot. But yes, when you're doing city driving, and some of it's freeway driving, but when you're doing city driving, yes, you're going to wear your brakes down a little quicker. You're going to need more oil changes because your car is starting and stopping. And I totally understand that. And I've already taken that into account. I will be needing oil changes every 3 months, 2.5 to 3 months, if I do it at the level I'm doing it now. But I'm probably not going to be doing it at that level. But again, if you do the right thing for a few weeks starting off on DoorDash and just accept all the crappy orders and build your credibility with them, they will start to take care of you. So it all starts to pan out. I will say the first couple of weeks that we did it, yeah, it was still profitable, but it's become more profitable because the pay is more and the driving is less. So when they give when they say a high paying order, right? A high paying order is basically, let's say they offer you, let's say they offer you Chipotle is, God, I sit behind Chipotle and I just get all their orders, and I get all the orders in that plaza. Let's say Chipotle offers you a $20 high, DoorDash offers you a high paying order from Chipotle for, for $20, right? It says, tip included, right? And then it says like 1.5 miles. So I'm parked right behind Chipotle. When that goes off, all I have to do is walk around the corner to Chipotle, get the meal, right? And then all I do is drive 1.5 miles, and I make $20. That's like a no-brainer, right? And those are the kind of orders that you need to be profitable and for it to be feasible and for it to be, the least amount of wear and tear on your car, right? So I totally understand where you're coming from on that. And that's what DoorDash will do for you once you earn it. So the reason why I'm sharing this, and I'll share more about this on the main channel through some screenshots, YouTube shorts, and maybe some streams and videos over there, is because you got to take the crappy orders first to build up to that level. And once you get to that level, all they're going to do is send you 9 out of 10 orders. They're going to send you, high paying orders within a mile or 2 or 3 at the most from where you're at. And if you're parked right by all the merchants, or restaurants where you need to pick things up, you don't have to drive there because you're already there, right? My secret is this, okay? This is what I do, and I don't have a problem saying this because, number one, most people that drive in this area probably don't even know I exist or know this channel. And if they did, they can steal my secret. I don't care. All I do is I'll go and I'll just, hang out behind a restaurant, whether it's Chipotle or another restaurant. I'll just hang out, behind the restaurant because I'm closer to the restaurant. And it tells DoorDash that I'm like, 50 feet away? If I go to the actual parking lot, it says I'm like 150 feet away, right? And then I get all the orders. I get DoorDash, I get PetSmart, I get, whatever, I get, whatever other orders are there, And that's the secret. You got to find a hotspot that works for you. And the interesting thing is this, is once you start doing orders at the same place and you find that hotspot, then you get the same customers and you're going to the same homes or apartments, and then you know where they're at, so you don't have to sit there and try to find the apartments, especially at night. It's really hard to see some of those apartments and those numbers, but if you've been there before, then you know where you're going, right? So that's my secret right there. So anyway, that is that. We got 22 people here. It's 2:54 p.m. Pacific, 5:54 p.m. Eastern. 8 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. I got to get going soon because I gotta go do some more hustling tonight for a little bit with $2.50 peak pay. That's great. I'm glad they added that. Hey, Oscar, how you doing? Hey, Eli, how are you? There's a 1 minute delay between what I say here and what goes out, but thank you for stopping by, Oscar Garcia. Welcome to the show. Great to see you here, man. But yeah, the final thing I wanted to mention is this: Dion, Sifu Smo channel put out a YouTube short, and he said his baby has been born. Congratulations to you, Dion, and to your woman, Ashley. He's mentioned her name many times. God bless the both of you. Ignore the hate. Huh? What's that? I just said that right now. There's a 1 minute delay, baby. My lady's like, don't forget Dion. It's all good. I didn't forget you, Dion. I didn't forget you, man. A lot of people, they just, it's just funny. Some people just really have no life and they just want to continue trolling. A lot of people want to call myself a fake and a phony, and my lady and even Dion and his baby a fake and a phony. And look, you know what? It's like, why do you care so much? Honestly, why do you care so much? I mean, listen, why would anyone come out here on YouTube and lie about having a baby? I mean, come on, guys. Enough with your shitty, stupid trolling, right? But Dion, from the bottom of my heart and soul, and same from my lady, God bless you and your lady, and your newborn baby girl. It's a baby girl. Here's to her health, happiness, and success in the future, and to you and your future wife to be. I know you call your lady your wife, but you're technically legally not married, but you're gonna be. So I get why you call her, your wife. It's funny, wherever I go with my lady, like they always refer to my lady as my wife. I guess you can practically say that, she is my wife. When you live with someone, it's basically like you're married to them anyway, right? So Coach Eli says, so round trip is $3.33 minus 30% for all your taxes, roughly leaves $2.33 minus 20 cents per mile in gas, and 50-cent maintenance leaves $1.83 per mile based on your 3-mile $20 scenario. Well, I mean, you could look at it that way, sure. But that's, that's just, that's a quick, and also it's the time also. It's the time also. That order takes like 15 minutes. And if you get like 3 of those orders in an hour, that's where it starts to, become really profitable. And so, yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I totally get what you're saying. And here's the thing. Look at Prop 22 in California, because DoorDash pays you 120%. You're supposed to get 120% of minimum wage in DoorDash pay, and that's on top of the tips. So if you fall short of that, they give you extra money at the end of the week as well. And they also give you, I believe it's 30 cents. I got to look at it again. DoorDash does give you like per mile and stuff. And then the thing is, Coach Eli, we can write a lot of that stuff off at the end of the year. So, I mean, I would probably say out of that $20, if I had to guess, out of that $20 and stuff, maintenance and all that stuff, you're profiting, anywhere from $7 to $9, So, yeah, I get it. It is what it is. I know you drove trucks for a while, and those aren't cheap to run and maintain. So I get it. Yeah, we love all 3 of you. Says, respectfully, maturely, professionally. Coach Eli says, sorry, I own trucks, so the math is something I'm used to doing a lot to make sure my ventures were profitable for real and my just on paper. No, you're right. You're absolutely right, Coach Eli. And maybe at some point down the road, we can collaborate and do some videos on profitability. And we can talk about that down the road, because, yeah, I totally... I'm going to be focusing a lot more this year on the main channel regarding business aspects, and I'm going to probably have more of the personal stuff on Coach Eli too. More of the, the personal coaching, dating and relationships and that stuff over here through live stream format. And I may be doing some live streams on the main channel as well regarding the business aspects of things. So my lady and I were still figuring out, a lot of the changes we were talking about making. And we were going to have those changes set by right now, but we're pushing them back another few weeks because we just have so many other things going on. But anyway, folks, I got to get on out of here. It is 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, and I should be getting a text from DoorDash saying that I'm scheduled to dash in 30 minutes. Let me see here. Get your final questions, comments, concerns in the chat. I'm going to be going off the air very, very, very soon. Do 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 do. Give me a second here. Do. You're scheduled at 3:30. And peak pay doesn't start until 5 p.m., which is fine. It's going to be a busy, busy night tonight. All right, folks. Leaving 21 in the box, 22 in the box now. Thank you to everyone for being here. More content is coming to this channel soon. Please make sure, if you haven't subscribed here on Coach Eli 2 Authentic Live Stream, subscribe, bang the bell, select the notifications. Also, make sure you go over to the main channel, Coach Eli, Elias, Melas, subscribe over there, bang the bell, and select all notifications as well. Nightbot's been sharing the link in the chat every 7 minutes, or just go to youtube.com/Life Coach Eli. That's youtube.com/Life Coach Eli, or just at Life Coach Eli. You can also find the link below in the description, a couple lines down if you're watching here on the replay. Coach Aaron says you'll have to unblock my emails or something. I have no way to contact you about possible collabs. Yeah, I'll check to see. I thought I did unblock the emails back then, but I'll have to check. I'll go and check my email server later today or tomorrow, and then yeah, we'll be good, man. So yeah, thank you for all your feedback, and yeah, everything's just been everything's been great lately. I'm really thrilled with the way things have been going out here on YouTube, with the side hustle, DoorDash, Uber Eats, with my lady, my family, my mother, my brother. People go through things, folks, and if you don't give up on yourself, you're always going to find a way to get through any situation. And again, my lady and I really, really thank each and every one of you that supported us and helped us through, not only the tough times we've encountered lately, but in the past as well. So with that being said, have yourselves a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.